Hey there, soulmates. It's your girl, Dr. Melissa, back with another soul stirring episode of Standing on Business, where it's not just business, it's personal. Today, we're going to be diving deep into a topic that is so important for me and so important for every purpose driven entrepreneur that I have ever known. And that is putting feet to faith, which is embracing consistent actions to achieve your goal. Now, some of you may be thinking, Dr. Melissa, please explain why faith isn't enough. If you believe hard enough, if I believe hard enough, won't my dreams come true? Because we tell people that all the time, just believe and you can achieve. And so if you have faith, it will happen. Here's what I'm going to tell you, my dear soulmates. And let me tell you this as a woman of faith. Faith is powerful. Faith is essential. But faith is only half of the equation. What's the other half? Action. Faith without works is dead being alone, right? I remember more than 10 years ago when I started my business, I had all of the faith in the world. Listen, I am a faith girl, okay? I believed in my purpose. I visualized my success. I affirmed my worth. I went to church. I prayed. I named it. I claimed it. I marched around 3 times, all of that. But you know what? Nothing changed. I found that I was stuck in the same place, dreaming big, but not seeing results. It wasn't until I learned to put my feet to my faith that things started to shift and happen. You see, soulmates, faith without action is like a car without gas. It's got the potential to run. It's got the ability to move, but it's not going anywhere without gas. Now, please don't get it twisted. Action without faith to me is even worse, okay? Don't miss the message. Don't miss the message of what I'm saying because you are struggling with the concept of faith from a religious standpoint. The truth is, without faith, without conviction, without vision, it's like pitching dimes in a wishing well, aiming at nothing and hitting it every time. Action without faith will leave you feeling burned out and disconnected from your purpose. But when you combine faith with consistent action, that's when the magic happens. So let me share this personal story with you. Several years ago, when I found myself doing life alone after 31 years, I was completely lost because I found myself having to rebuild my life from scratch. Even in the midst of the worst kind of pain that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy, I still had tremendous faith that was rooted in my relationship with God. I was deeply committed and entrenched in my faith. I had faith that I could turn my pain into purpose and that I could help other people to do the same. But soulmates, that faith alone wasn't enough. I had to take action. So I started small. Every day, I committed to taking one action toward my goals. no matter how small. Now, some days that action was as simple as making a phone call that I had been avoiding. Other days, it was working on my business plan late into the night. Whatever it was, each action, no matter how small, was a step forward. And you know what? Those small, consistent actions started to compound. My confidence grew. My skills improved. Opportunities started to appear. And slowly but surely, I started to see my purpose, the calling on my life manifesting in the real world. So, how do we embrace this concept of putting our feet to our faith? It starts with clarity. First, you need to get super clear, crystal clear on your goals and your purpose. What are you working towards? Why does it matter to you? You see, when you have a clear vision, it's easier to align your actions with your faith. Next, we're going to break your big goals into smaller, actionable steps. If your goal is to launch a business, what's one small action you can take today toward that? Maybe it's researching your target market, or drafting a mission statement, or reaching out to a potential mentor. Here's the thing, soulmates. It's not about taking massive action all at once. It's about consistent, aligned action over time. It's about showing up for your dreams day after day, even when you don't feel like it, even when you can't see the results yet. Because you see, that's where the faith comes in. Faith gives you the courage to keep taking actions even when the path isn't clear. It's the substance of things hoped for, evidence of things that you cannot see. Faith gives you the resilience to bounce back from setbacks and to keep moving forward. But here's the thing. Faith isn't just about believing in your goals. It's about believing in yourself. It's about trusting that you have what it takes to achieve your dreams, that you're worthy of success, and that you're capable of overcoming any obstacles. You know, I can remember days when my faith wavered, days when the challenges seemed too big, when I doubted if I was going to make it, when I doubted if I was on the right path. But I learned to cultivate a practice of reconnecting with my faith daily through prayer, meditation, journaling, affirmations, whatever it took to strengthen myself and my belief. I did that to reconnect to my purpose. And I will tell you, on the days when my faith felt shaky, I leaned on action. Because here's a secret, soulmates. Sometimes action comes before the faith. Not in absence of the faith, okay? Don't get it wrong. Sometimes it's in the doing that we find our strength and our belief. Sometimes we have to act as if we have faith, and then the faith follows. We call it fake it until you can make it, right? Yeah. Okay, you guys, this is good stuff, but we're gonna go ahead and take our quick commercial break here. Be sure you come right on back, because on the other side of this break, we're going to dive into the tangible steps and strategies that you need to be able to put your feet to your faith. See you in a bit.
Welcome to a unique brew of perspectives. What's the Tea with Gen XYZ is your one-stop spot for a fresh take on today's burning issues. Representing three generations, a Gen X icon, a millennial maverick, and a Gen Z trailblazer stir up conversations ranging from social justice to pop culture. They'll bring the heat, spill the honest truth, and find common ground across the years. Expect humor, candor, and perhaps a dash of healthy debate. Enlightening, insightful, and sure to stir the pot. Stay tuned for a stimulating dialogue that bridges the generation gap, one cup at a time.
Okay, welcome back, soulmates. Now, before the break, we talked about the importance of combining faith with consistent action. Now, let's dive into some practical strategies for putting your feet to your faith. First thing, let's talk about creating a daily action plan. So, here's what you can do. Every evening, take a few minutes to write down 3 to 5 specific actions you'll take the next day towards your goals. Okay? Be sure that you make them small and achievable, but aligned with your purpose. What this will do is not only give you a roadmap for your day, but it starts to build the muscle, the habit of consistent action. Okay? Next, I want you to consider implementing a power hour into your daily routine. What's that? This is a dedicated hour where you focus solely on high impact actions, those high impact actions that can move you closer to your goals. So during this power hour, no distractions, no cell phone, no, looking on Facebook, no social media, no excuses, just pure focused action fueled by your faith. Okay? Another powerful strategy is to create accountability. The A word, so important. Here's where I want you to share your goals and your daily actions with a trusted friend, a mentor, or a coach. Knowing that someone else is expecting for you to follow through can be a powerful motivator on those days when your own faith feels shaky. That is the power of having that accountability. You're not going to always feel like following through, but having somebody to hold you accountable is so important on those days when you just can't go it alone. Here's the thing though, soulmates. Consistency is the key. It is far better to take small actions every day than to sporadically take these big, giant, huge actions. Okay? It's really in the daily showing up, the daily commitment to your dreams that brings about the real transformation that you're seeking. Okay? The magic happens in the consistency. Don't forget that. Okay, so now it's time for our Q&A segment where I get to connect with you directly and answer your burning questions this week about putting your feet to your faith. And so our first question comes from Amber. Hey, Amber. Amber writes, I struggle with perfectionism. I often don't take action because I'm afraid it won't be perfect. How can I overcome this? Great question, Amber. I feel you. And I'm just going to tell you right now, it won't be perfect. Sorry. Perfectionism it's not a real thing. But I will tell you that perfectionism is such a common roadblock on the path to most of our dreams. But here's what I want you to remember. Done is better than perfect. Imperfect action will always be better than perfect inaction. Let me say that again. Imperfect action will always be superior to perfect inaction. Okay? So let's start by reframing your perspective on failure. Every imperfect action, every mistake is actually a step forward. Why? Because it's an opportunity to learn. It's an opportunity to refine your approach, to get closer to your goals. So I want you to embrace the concept of failing forward. Okay? Failure doesn't seem as scary when you embrace the concept of I'm failing forward. Okay? Also, I want you to try setting for you, because you're a perfectionist, try setting good enough goals. So instead of aiming for perfection, I want you to aim for progress. What's the minimum viable action you can take today? Now, those of us in business will understand MVP. We have something called the minimum viable product. I want you to put a little spin and twist on this, and let's call it the minimum viable action. What's that action that you can take today? Okay? Then I want you to take that action, celebrate it, and then move on to the next one. All right? Doesn't have to be a big action, small. Okay? Good enough. And also, I want you to remember that your purpose is way too important to be held hostage by this perfectionism. Okay? The world, we need your gifts, even in its imperfect form. So take that imperfect action, have faith in the process, and then keep moving forward. All right? Our next question comes from Faith. Y'all, we got this question. We saw that it was from somebody named Faith. How can you not take the question from Faith when you're talking about putting feet to faith? Hi, Faith. Faith asks, I often feel overwhelmed by the actions I need to take. How do I stay consistent without burning out? Faith, this is another very super important question. Listen, consistency doesn't mean pushing yourself to the point of exhaustion, okay? It simply means finding a sustainable rhythm of action that you can maintain long term, okay? It's consistent, but it doesn't have to be exhausting or overwhelming, okay? It's like going to the gym. Consistently picking up the 5 pounds is better than going in trying to pick up the 50 pounds and tearing at your muscles and getting an injury because you haven't built up to that. So I want you to start by prioritizing your actions. What are the high impact activities that will move the needle most towards your goals? And then focus on those first. Because I want you all to remember, all actions are not created equal. Okay? Faith, the next thing I want you to do is practice self-compassion. Listen, some days your consistent action might be a power hour of focused work. And on other days, it might be taking a rest to recharge. And I want you to understand that both of those are valid and necessary for long-term success. And then I want you to consider implementing a minimum viable day. We talked about the MVP before with Amber, with the actions. I want you to think about a minimum viable day. This is the bare minimum that you need to do each day to feel like you're moving forward. So on tough days, this is what I aim for. On those days that are tough, I just aim for the minimum viable day. What is the minimum that I can do to still say that I've been in action? Because I take no 0 days, right? On good days, you can do more. But when you have this concept, it can help maintain consistency without burning out. Now, lastly, reconnect regularly with your why. You see, when you're clear on your purpose, it becomes so much easier to stay consistent with your actions, even when it's challenging. I want you to remember, Faith, that this journey is not a sprint, it's a marathon. So pace yourself, celebrate your progress, and keep putting one foot in front of the other. Thank you for the question. We really appreciate it. Woo, you guys, what a powerful, powerful conversation we've had today. So as we wrap up this episode, I want to leave you with this. Your dreams are far too important to lead to chance or wishful thinking. Your dreams require both your unwavering faith and your consistent action. Faith gives you the vision, the courage, the resilience. Action brings that vision into reality, step by step, day by day. And together, they are an unstoppable force. So this week, I challenge each of you to put feet to your faith. I want you to choose one goal, one dream that's close to your heart. And I want you to strengthen your faith in it through visualization, affirmation, or whatever practice resonates with you. And then I want you to commit to taking one small action toward that goal every single day of this week. Now, after you've done that, please share your experience in our community. Or if you're not a part of the community, shoot me an email and let us know about it. We want to lift each other up, celebrate each other's actions, and fan the flames of each other's faith. Because when we put feet to our faith together, there's no limit that we can't achieve. I want you to remember, soulmates, that you are capable of amazing things. You have a unique purpose, a special gift that only you can bring to this world. Have faith in that purpose. Have faith in yourself. And then take action one step at a time to bring that purpose to life. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in to Standing on Business with Dr. Melissa. I hope that today's discussion has ignited a fire within you to embrace your authenticity, to prioritize your growth, and to infuse your business with purpose. If you want more information about me, please visit our website, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then follow me on all those socials. And after that, if you're ready to take your business to the next level and align it with your purpose, I want to invite you to join me in our free community, which is the My Soul Purpose community. There, you're going to have the opportunity to connect with like-minded entrepreneurs, gain clarity on your purpose, and develop a roadmap for aligning your business and your life with your authentic self. The community is free, and so to learn more and to secure your spot, join us at community.purposeprofitess.com. I cannot wait to see you there. So, soulmates, join me next week as we dive deeper into the strategies and mindset shifts needed to build a purpose-driven business. I want you to remember that you are purposeful and you are powerful. I believe in you, and I cannot wait to see the incredible things that you are going to achieve. So, until next time, soulmates, keep standing up, keep standing out, and keep standing on business. Bye for now.